YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Cry. Just wrapped up my fourth call of the day, man. Active rest day, wanted to take a walk. And as you guys know, today is Father's Day, man. And I really been looking forward to this video for a minute, man. I did the mom video, and I really was looking forward to this one as well. And I kept going back and forth about what I wanted to do for this video. Did I want to go live with my pops? Did I want to be with my pops in person and do an interview? Did I want to do a whiteboard video of like top 10 lessons I learned from my pops? Did I want to script this out? And I just was like, I think it's best if I just speak from the heart, like I did with my mother. I didn't script that video out. So that's what I wanted to do today, fellas. You guys know I come on here and I always speak. I'm gonna have a Lamborghini yours, make $100K a month, retire my mother, which I am gonna do all of those things, right? But I know in the majority of my videos, I always say, my mom, right? And you would think like, damn, this nigga a mama's boy. Like, damn, this nigga love the fuck out of his mom, which I do. I do love my mom. But for those who really know me, and probably really nobody knows, maybe outside of like some close friends and some women that I've been with in my past, I love my mom to death. Like, everybody got a soft spot for their mom, but I'm more closer to my dad. There's nobody that on earth that knows me more than my fucking dad. Nobody at all. It's nobody, in my opinion, it's nobody that loves me more than my dad. And for those that don't know, I've kind of seen both sides of the coin. I think that's what makes me unique. That's what makes me the chosen one. That's why God gave me this as my purpose. My mom growing up, she was from the suburbs. She was middle to high class. So I was able to see that side of life. My dad was more from the urban area, right? Lower income. I was able to see that side of life. From the ages of 1 to 9, I was back and forth with my mom and my dad. And then 9, my dad got full custody, changed my last name, the whole 9, right? I was with my dad. And, being with my father early in my life was a tough life. It was a lot of things that I didn't understand growing up as a young buck. Now that I'm an adult, I understand a lot of it, man. I understand a lot of it. Like, my dad struggled to make ends meet. I remember my dad was working 2 jobs, right? We was going from apartment to apartment. You know what I'm saying? It was times where we didn't have transportation. Times where we had to share the same meal. Remember, it was the time we was living in Garfield at our second spot in Garfield in Cleveland, Ohio. And like, it was fucking roaches on the fucking ground. All type of shit, man, So I've seen my dad at some lows, and he's seen me through all of my lows, right? And I think a lot of times, man, before I get into the nitty gritty of this vid, man, I do want to tell you guys, man, whether you have a great relationship with your dad or a bad relationship with your dad, I want you guys to give your parents some grace. I think at times we think that parents are superheroes. Our moms are like fucking Thanos, or our dads are Thanos. Like, one thing you got to understand, and you won't understand this unless you're a parent. I'm not a parent, but I still understand it because I'm wise. Our parents are human beings just like us, brother. Right? So as I look back and I reflect, and I never fucking thought about this shit till today, if I'm being very honest with you fellas, my dad had me at 15 years old. 15 years old. My dad was 15. I'm thinking about me when I was 15, nigga. I'm trying to figure out how to approach a chick in high school. And my dad was putting shit down. Fuck is niggas talking about, but I digress. My dad had me at 15, right? And to have me at 15 and to where I am today, I'm not near the man that I'm going to be, but to be 27 years old, making the money I'm making, having the mindset I have, having the relationship with God, having the physique that I have, being as wise as I am, never had any felonies, never been to jail. I don't have any baby mamas. I don't have any kids. For him to raise me into that man and being a kid while doing it, it's so much respect I have for him. 1, 2, my dad will tell you this himself, so I don't want my grandfather to think, my other grandfather to think I'm throwing shade, but My dad didn't have the best father growing up. So the fact that you raised me at a young age, being 15, and on top of that, you didn't have the best you didn't have the best father figure to even know what a good dad looks like, right? And for you to do that and still be successful, to me at least, I mean, I'm I'm not trying to toot my own horn, fellas, but I think he did a phenomenal job. I love who I am today. When I compare myself to other 27-year-olds that maybe had parents that was raised in a one-parent household, or raised from a urban area or suburban area, whatever the case may be, the odds with that, when I look at my life, like, we beat all odds. He beat all odds. So the level of respect I have for him as a human being, fuck, as a dad, as a human, is out of this fucking world as an adult. Me knowing that now. You got to think, when you 15, 16, 17, even early 20s, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so easy to, you see parents that like put themselves first, parents that's always on vacation, always kicking it, always outside. My dad wasn't doing none of that shit. My dad was with me, right? One thing I can say about my dad, man, he always had a chick on his arm. I will say that, but it was never a situation where I was never first in my dad's life. Never until probably now that I'm a grown man. But growing up, fellas, I was always first in my dad's life, bro. My dad sacrificed relationships with women, right? My dad sacrificed kicking it. My dad sacrificed money, right? Sleep, all type of shit for me, right? So who am I to be a lazy fucking dweeb, not maximize my life to give back to him, right? My dad sacrificed everything, man. Like, I remember days, fellas. This video could really be an hour fucking long, and I might get a little emotional making this video, man. My dad, we used to wake up at fucking 5 a.m., fellas. And this is why I am the man I am today. Like, there's so many lessons that my father taught me in life, period. I would say the number one lesson is being disciplined, right? Fellas, me and my father would wake up at 5 a.m., work out. I would go to school, right? After school, I would go to practice. After practice, I would come home and do 30 minutes of dribbling drills. After the 30 minutes of dribbling drills, I would do a workout of P90X. After the workout of P90X, I would have to put my phone on the counter, right? Go to sleep, do it all over again. In the summertime, it was 2 workouts. Instead of going to school, it was 2 workouts. Or he'd let me hoop all day with adults, right? And then come home and do the same thing. Dribbling drills, P90X, phone on the counter, right? I didn't get to play video games. Didn't get to go kick it with other niggas. Didn't get to fucking go to parties, spend the night at other motherfuckers' houses, right? Consume social media. I wasn't allowed to do none of that shit, bro. Right? And you know the crazy thing is, fellas? When I was young, they used to make fun of me and my dad, right? They used to say my dad was a drill sergeant. They used to be like, man, your dad don't want you to have no fun. Your dad overprotective. Your dad doing the most, right? And you want to know what's crazy, fellas? Every fucking person that used to say that in high school, whether it was a man or a woman, I'm doing 20 times better than them. Motherfuckers got multiple baby mamas, multiple baby daddies, kids that they didn't want, living a low income, trying to live for social media, but really not having it like that in real life, or in my DM asking me for help. Either way it go, I'm doing a lot better than the motherfuckers. So all you motherfuckers watching that was making fun of me, your dad is a drill sergeant, your dad is too hard on you, you can't have fun, you a lame X, Y, and Z. My nigga, look now, y'all motherfuckers peaked in high school. I didn't fucking peak in high school. I'm peaking now. And it's crazy because I was still that nigga in high school. I was homecoming king. I was playing varsity as a fucking freshman, starting as a junior and a senior, took my team to states my senior year. I still was that nigga despite my dad being hard on me, and I'm still that nigga now. Y'all motherfucking parents seeked comfortability in parenting, or they just didn't give a fuck, or maybe they did give a fuck, but you were a dweeb and you didn't listen. I listened to my pops, right? But I digress. 5 a.m. workouts, training. Hey, when I look at my life today and everything that I'm doing, the foundation of it was with my father. I think about my confidence, right? My dad used to make me walk up to chicks and just say anything, anything, right? And I used to be so scared to talk to chicks. And you want to know what my dad used to tell me, man? That is so crazy that I just realized it right now, and I just got goosebumps. How I always say in my videos, niggas bleed, shit, and pee just like you. I got that from my dad. My dad taught me that, but he was talking about chicks, right? The reason I'm so confident, the reason I speak so well, my communication skills is with my dad. Y'all don't know my dad. Y'all hear him on the lives from every now and then. My dad is very well spoken, right? My dad, y'all never heard my dad talk to chicks, but he's very smooth with chicks. He's very charismatic. I get all of that from my dad, bro. Seeing it growing up and him just throwing me to the fire and teaching me and not giving a fuck about how I felt about it, right? Like, he used to force me, fellas, like, go talk to her. Go say something to that chick. Even things like going to the gym. Fellas, if it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't have the physique I have now. My dad built the foundation for me going to the gym. My dad built the foundation for me waking up at 4:25. My dad built the foundation of me posting a video a fucking day. How could I not post a video a day when I knew my dad was making me do dribbling drills every fucking day and it equated to me having good handles, right? How can I not wake up at 4:25 now when my dad was having me wake up at 5, getting up and going to the gym before high school, right? How can I be afraid to approach chicks now when I was a young buck? My dad was throwing me into the fucking fire. Hey, go approach that chick, right? How can I not be able to delay my gratification now, not find fun and joy with going out, with kicking it, with doing things that other men like to do? Play video games, consume social media, talk to chicks all day. It's easy for me to duplicate that because when I was younger, my dad forced that upon me. And the only regret I have, fellas, is just not listening to my dad earlier, man. Like, it's one thing, my dad was always right. If it wasn't for my dad, fellas, I would have never did music. Me and my dad used to rap in the car, freestyling. He's the reason I love music so much now. He was putting me on a Faith Evans, Biggie, Pac, all these old school artists, and I found a love for it. Yes, music wasn't my purpose, but what I can say is being a musician allowed me to understand, yo, I can't want it, I can't need it. I have to be obsessed with whatever realm I choose to pursue in life. One, and two, my speaking ability. The reason I'm not afraid to get in front of a camera, the reason I can remember a YouTube script, the reason that I'm so well spoken is because of music. What I'm trying to tell you, fellas, I would have never pursued music if it wasn't for my father. Right? Same with YouTube. Fellas, my father was been telling me to start a YouTube channel. I was like, Dad, I don't know, bro. Look now, right? With fitness training, my dad was been telling me to do fitness training. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to focus on music. I don't really got the time for that. That's the aspect of 1% Academy, fitness training, right? Like my dad always had my best interest, even with women. I think about women, fellas. My dad never liked none of the chicks that I used to talk to. And I'm like, Dad, why the fuck don't you like these chicks? Like, at first I thought he was on some hating shit, but fellas, he was never on no hating shit, right? They all were a distraction. They all were pulling me off course. They all didn't support my purpose as a man. Even if they said they did, their actions didn't. There's not one chick, I think maybe one. Outside of that one, my dad has always said, nah, son, that ain't it. That ain't it. He was always right, bro. He was always right. My only regret is just not listening to him sooner. With my mindset, with my finances, with my work ethic. He was always right, bro. Right? And it's crazy because up until, fellas, probably like 23, 24, I didn't really get along with my dad. I thought he didn't like me. I thought he was too mean. Right? But now that I'm an adult, now that I am who I am today, holy fuck, fellas, I couldn't have asked for a better dad. My father is my biggest blessing, man. And if you watching this, Dad, I love you to fucking death, man. And I know that I come on here and talk about my mom, and I love my mom to death, right? Everybody has a soft spot for their mom. But fellas, my dad is my heart, man. My dad is my heart. My dad is a superhero. My dad is my favorite person. My dad is the fucking GOAT, right? Even now, like, it's so funny, fellas. When I was young, me and him didn't have the best relationship because of how tough he was on me. But now we have the best relationship. Now he's like, Dad, I love you to death. But now it's like, he's my brother. This my nigga, if anything. Like the way me and my dad communicate, y'all be seeing us on the live. Like, he cool as hell. He really the coolest dad I could have ever fucking asked for in life. But as a young buck, I didn't know that, right? And I'm just so thankful for the lessons, so thankful for every 5 a.m. workout, every whooping, every behavior sheet I had to turn in the fucking school. Every day he was making me dress up on Thursdays for no fucking reason. My dad used to make me fucking dress up and go to school every Thursday. I don't know. I still don't know why you did that, Pops. I still don't know why, right? You said it was just to make sure that, like, the teachers, I presented myself well for teachers. But either way it go, all of the shit my dad was putting me through was for a reason, and it was necessary, man. I wouldn't be shit without my pops. My dad was so hard and so mean to me because he knew how hard the world was, right? So me going through everything I went through with my dad, right? Dreading every day, coming home crying, X, Y, and Z, not being able to do the things that the other kids used to do, having to wake up at certain times, do all these dribbling drills, do all that other shit, being in a strict environment all the time. You know what that did, fellas? There's nothing that can shake me now. As a man, there's nothing at all that can shake me. Right? Anytime I get some adversity now, anytime things go left now, I take it to the fucking chin. I know it's a solution to every problem. I take full accountability as a man. I used to always ask my dad to save me in situations. right? That's probably why I'm so close with my mom now, because she's the only one who would. Obviously, your mom is the only one who's going to love you unconditionally. That I was living with my dad, so I would ask my dad, like, Dad, like, can you help me with this? Or, Dad, I feel depressed. Dad, can you give me some money? And that nigga said, nigga, get the fuck out of my face, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? You about to be a man. Be a man. Figure it out. Right? And in the moment, I didn't understand it. I was like, why is he putting me through all this? Why is he so mean? Right? But now I get it, man. Now I get it. Like that, like, fellas, the reason that, another thing that my father taught me, man, the reason that, like, I can always stay level and I never get too high or too low, whether everything's going great or everything's going really, really bad, is because that's how my dad was with me. Fellas, I could have a 30-point game and my dad would be in the stands like this. Right? I could have a bad game and he'd get on my ass. But, like, me just seeing my dad, like, never show emotion regardless of how good things was going with basketball, like, that resonated with me internally, subconsciously. I don't even fucking realize it till today. That's why, like, I'm so level. That's why I'm never too high, never too low, right? So many small lessons. Like, we're, as men, fellas, as human beings, we're all a product of our environment. We're all a product of our experiences. What I'm trying to tell you, fellas, is I'm grateful that my dad put me through the hardest and toughest experiences as a young man, because it built me into the man I am today, right? So if you are a young man, you might not have a father in your life, right? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But what I'm trying to tell you is to embrace hard times, embrace difficulty, and run towards pain. Right, that's I feel like my pain tolerance is so high in every realm due to my fucking pops, man. Like, I really wish y'all could just be a fly on the wall from talking 2010 to 2015, 2007 to 2015, whatever the case may be, this middle school and high school, to see what the fuck my dad was putting me through. Right, and then be like, holy shit, it all makes sense. Right? Like, it's all because of my pops, man. It's all because of my pops, bro. All because of my pops. I couldn't ask for a better fucking father, dog. I couldn't, man. And that's why I owe him everything, right? How can I not get up at 4 a.m. when my dad was getting up at 4 a.m. working out with me, right? How can I not retire when he was working 2 jobs to support me, right? How can I not stay locked in when my dad stayed locked in for me, right? How can I make excuses when my dad was 15 years old, taking care of me, 17 years old, taking care of me, 21, being a young dad, figuring it out, providing for me, protecting me, right? How the fuck can I give in? How the fuck can I be lazy when he was doing that shit for me, bro? Right? That's why I say, nigga, if you're going to be a fucking lazy dweeb and not do it for yourself, do it for your fucking pops. Do it for your mom. Do it for your kids. Do it for the loved ones around you that have made the sacrifices to make you the person you are today. I feel like as a man, every fucking man, how is it not a burning desire to take care of your fucking parents? How is it not a burning desire to get your parents out of the fucking system? How is it not a burning desire to give your dad the life that he fucking deserves? How? How the fuck does it not burn you up inside? Every fucking day, I refuse to give in. I'm going to do every deep work session. I'm going to record every video. I'm going to get on every call like it's the last call I fucking get on. I'm going to maintain the physique so I can maintain 1% Academy. I'm going to continue to make the sacrifices. I'm the fucking chosen one. I was put through the fucking pain. I was put through the fucking fire, right? And another thing, fellas, that I never spoke about is I feel like I failed my dad in a way. Never even told him this, right? But my dad put his all into basketball. Basketball was supposed to be the vehicle to make me the man that I was supposed to be. He put his all into it. Money, time, effort, sacrifice, right? And I failed, right? Obviously, it was out of my control to an extent. I was injured with basketball, but I felt like I was never to repay that. I was never able to repay that debt to my father. I was never able to get, and play overseas and just make him proud within that regard, right? Or even take care of him financially within that regard. Right, so I'm going to use all of those lessons he taught me with basketball, how he told me to do YouTube, right, how he supported me with music, introduced me to music, all the skills I learned from that, and take care of him now with this vehicle. I'm going to do it, right, and I'm going to use this video as B-roll, right? I'm literally going to be on a fucking beach with my pops like, Dad, we fucking did it, and I'm going to be playing this video as a fucking B-roll. I know it's going to fucking happen, but I'm not delusional knowing that it's going to happen. I'm also delusional with my fucking work ethic. I'm going to outwork the man I was yesterday. Every fucking day, I'm going to continue to push myself. Every fucking day. I cannot give in. I must do it for my parents. I must do it for my mom. I must do it for my dad. They gave everything for me, right? Especially my dad, right? So like I said, fellas, if you're not going to do it for you, do it for your fucking family, man. And if you don't got to support a family, man, God bless you, man. I've never been through that, so I can't give you too much game with that. But what I can do is give you the game that my dad gave me. And my dad made me embrace uncomfortability and embrace pain as a young man to make me the man that I am today. And you must do the same. You must do the fucking same, man. Right? Like, I'm so fucking grateful, man, for my pops, dog. Pops, if you watching this, man, I know we don't talk as much, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm always on my purpose. I'm always on my grind. You respect that. You and my mother, both of y'all. Y'all know what's going on. But I just want you to know, man, I love you to death, man. I swear, I know you don't want me to retire you like I'm retiring my mom, but I am going to retire you, Pops, you know? And I promise you, like, all the sacrifices you made being a young dad, you know, sacrificing relationships, time, freedom, kicking it, money. I promise I'm going to repay you that and more. You gave me everything, so I owe you everything. I promise you I'm going to do it, Pops. I promise you. I promise you, man. I love you to death, dog. I love you to death. My dad is like my best fucking friend, man. My dad done see me at my highest and my lowest, had 2 hip surgeries. My dad was there with me. He more emotional than me, fellas. You would have think he had 2 fucking hip surgeries when I was going through that shit, man. Right? Sending me to the top camps in the fucking country. I was at 5-star basketball camp, fucking junior All-American camp, driving 8 hours across the country to fucking take me to camps. It's all type of shit that my dad used to do, man. I could go on for fucking hours, man. But one thing I can say, man, and I wish that I really wish I could show y'all, like, me and my pops in the trenches, man. But fellas, the discipline, the work ethic, the consistency, the intensity that you guys admire about me, what I'm trying to tell you is this shit wasn't just God-given. It was my dad gave it to me, bro. It's all credit to him. Every single thing. Consistency, discipline, mindset, confidence, character. It's all my pops, bro. It's all my pops, man. So I just wanted to make this video to share with you guys too. If you have your dad, appreciate him and change his situation, right? And to also, if my dad is watching, just tell him how much I love and thank him, right? And to also give your parents some grace and understand that they're human beings too. Even if you don't have the best relationship with your dad, your mom told you one side of the story, man, hear your dad out. Hear his side, bro. Right? He's a human being. You don't know what he was going through when you was young. Right? Nobody's perfect. Right? So that's the video for today, man. I just wanted to show my appreciation for my pops and just speak on all the lessons that he taught me and how he deserves all the credit for the man I am today, man. So that's the video for today. Pops, I love you, man. Happy Father's Day.
Hello?
OG.
What's up, man? Hold on, let me get somewhere with some light.
You sleep, doggy?
I was just taking a free nap before I go to work.
How you feeling, man? Happy Father's Day, doggy.
Oh man, appreciate that.
You gotta send me a Zelle, man. I gotta bless you.
It's my phone number.
All right, man. I got you, man.